Good afternoon, evening, or morning to all of you listeners out there. This is the Hard Mode Gamers Let's Discuss video, where we're going to talk about racing games today. I'm Chet.
Racing simulator.
Racing simulators. I've challenged myself to play them all now. I'm like, a Pokemon trainer, except instead of training Pokemon, I play racing simulators.
Are you going to play that new one that's coming to Switch?
Yes. I don't think anyone wants to. I think it's just me.
It's such a bad looking game.
So speaking of racers, man, so I got done
Did
playing...
you say racers or races?
Racers.
Okay.
I got done playing Forza 7, and I was just a little bit disappointed. It looked amazing. Absolutely.
Oh, fantastic.
And the way it pulled off the rain and the physics, great. It was just, little things here and there that really dragged it down from the rest of them. Like, it's just the same tracks again. But even though the rain does add a new dynamic.
Yeah, but I feel like they could have just patched it.
Maybe added, I don't know. They had 700 cars though, but the way you purchase cars was really weird until you get to the end game, but early on it's like it doesn't have any rhyme or reason. You have to level up your car collection. And, the loot boxes and just random difficulty spikes altogether where made it less great than it could have been. That said, Gran Turismo Sport. They said, you think that's bad? Watch this.
Not where I thought that was going. Oh, man.
Gran Turismo Sport. I wanted it to be good because I wanted someone to kick, turn 10 in their rear and say, get your shit together. But they failed.
Gran Turismo was not.
Okay,
this was also Gran Turismo Sport, so it's supposed to be compared more to Horizon.
It was supposed to be the realistic one. This is the one that has a professional racing a professional racing standards group directing all online races to count for real time. I don't know. Everything was official. Like these races are official races when you race online.
Oh wow! And it turns out they were just official.
Yeah, because under it says the real driving simulator for this one.
Well, maybe that's
Sports.
just because part of Gran Turismo's brand is the real racing simulator.
Okay, but let me tell you about the campaign. So the campaign, there are 3 spectacular campaigns you can play in this game. The first is driving school.
Driving school.
Is
there anything like boating school in SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Like
Floor it.
You
You want to, but you can't because you got to learn how to brake. And lessons 1 through 10 didn't even involve turning. It was brakes.
Damn.
But
the intensity of braking in this game is.
I said that way too loud, but yeah, it was just like, here, drive in a straight line. Now brake. Great. Watch this YouTube video. This YouTube video I'm not even joking. It had YouTube videos embedded into the game. You clicked on a YouTube video to watch it, which would tell you what you're doing in the race. The race on screen didn't tell you what you're doing.
All right. That's pretty smart.
The YouTube video
That's pretty smart. If this is really tied to YouTube and you can find the same tutorial at any point just by searching tutorial,
it did make me a better racer.
That would be pretty smart.
In a little bit because I did better with the braking, but the physics engine was all across the board. Like turning just did not feel right. You'd turn and the brakes would just squeal, and it felt like all the cars weighed nothing.
And just for the record, Chet actually drives.
Yes.
So he has the right to compare the weightiness of the cars.
You bump a car and you realize the AI in front of you, they just have very basic pathfinding bullshit rubber band AI. They're not driving like smart racers, and I realized that because I was playing the second campaign, which after the boredom pie that was the driving school. By the way, if you aren't online, you can't even play the campaign whatsoever. You can't just play it offline, even though it's single player.
That's like Need for Speed.
Yeah, it's baffling. So after
after
the boredom of driving school, I went to the other one, which is the random challenges. And the random challenges were either really easy or unbelievably hard.
No limits.
not really any in-betweens. And here's where I started noticing the AI. The game has an auto drive feature. When you start races, you'll usually start in the middle of a race, like auto drive. 3, 2, 1, go. In most racing games, you're driving in a straight line when it tells you to go. For some reason, they think they should release control to you, the player, in the middle of a turn. Like, here, you ready to go? Are you ready? You're in the turn and go.
Set, and turn as you're 3 seconds
You're
from hitting
already
the wall.
turning, and it releases control to you. What in the hell was that? But I noticed this because there's this one level that has a really hard first turn. So, the one good thing, restart race is really fast. It is instantaneous.
Okay.
But good, because you'll need it. Every single time I restarted this same level, all 3 cars in front of me made the same mistakes every time. The car in front of me goes a little too far left and goes out of bounds and back in. Another car goes to the right a little bit and moves back in. And the car ahead of that one just pulls ahead. And every single time I restarted, it was the same, no matter what my car did. So I don't feel like that was a smart AI. I feel like they were just pathfinding. Like they were just like set to drive a certain way and that's it.
Yeah. I hate that. I hate when it feels like that, because then you're just like, do I really stand a chance? Like, this thing has already got the course mapped out to, like, its top performance possibilities. What am I doing?
Yep. Third campaign, which you can play these in any order you want. Third campaign, track mastery. So, they just have you play different turns of the track and you gotta master them. That's it.
Wow. None of those sounded like.
So please replay our tracks multiple times.
They all sounded like bonus challenge.
Yes, that's their
mission.
campaign. Is the bonus challenges of other games. So I got sick of it. I went to the core game, which is the arcade mode. You just set up regular race, go around, and the racing isn't too bad in and of itself, but it's not really a racing simulator. Like I say in the review, it calls itself the real driving simulator. The only thing real in the game is the rules. The rules of racing are real. The driving, that is not real driving. I bumped a car and it went flying off the track.
Are you sure you were playing Gran Turismo and not Burnout?
I was playing Gran Turismo, man. I mean, it didn't go flying and crash, but like when I crashed, it felt like bumper cars. Just bing! Okay, it can go forward now.
Wow. That's disappointing.
And
so, like, what's your biggest takeaway from the game?
Someone wanted to make an official Racing League game in the vein of Rocket League or any other game that focuses on professional Racing League events. And it's just not a good game, though, so it failed.
So do you think...
Here's the thing, it tries to gamify everything the same way Forza 7 did. There's no, loot crates or anything like that, but it gives you experience. And leveling up unlocks nothing.
Good.
Oh wait, no, it unlocks tracks, which I feel like is dumb because if I'm going to keep racing and racing, I'm going to get sick of these tracks. Also, the one way I really truly know the racing physics were bullshit is when I kept pulling off perfect drifts. I'm not good at drifting. I know this. This is a fact for Chet. Chet cannot drift.
Hashtag only
Flawless drifts in this game. I haven't told you even the funniest thing yet. So, it does the same thing as other pro racing games where it gives you so many amounts of controls, like do you want auto this, auto that, do you want to make it hard, do you want to make it simulator. I set it to expert mode right away because a lot of the time it said auto drive will take over in beginner and intermediate mode. So I went straight to expert, I did all this driving. It's pretty good, it's a decent challenge. Again, the physics is all over the place, and playing Forza, I am a little bit spoiled by Root. But not spoiled enough. Yeah. But, so check this out.
And Chet has drawn a infamous blank. Let me explain to you what a Chet infamous blank is. Chet infamous blank is the moment in which his face is visually representing excruciating amounts of pain as he tries to recall the last thing that he thought he was speaking
I remember it. Okay. I was like, alright, this is expert mode? Fine. Show me intermediate. switched on intermediate. Maybe I need to see how this game is when it takes over for me. The game didn't want me to play anymore because I could drive in a straight line, but any corner I went into, the car would automatically brake and turn.
Damn, that was intermediate?
That was intermediate.
Oh my god.
I stopped paying attention and I forgot because it turned for the most part for you. Like you could steer a little bit, but it was basically doing the corners for you. So I'm here and I would just kept forgetting to turn because the game was already doing so much for me. It was even worse. It was even worse.
Is there anything good about the game before we wrap?
It's I get it when it's cheap. This feels like another Gran Turismo prologue, only it's sport. And the tracks are, at least, as far as I know, half of them are made up.
Okay.
If
so
not all of them. So at least it's not the fatigue you get from all the other racing sims where you're racing a real track, because I am getting sick of that. That was the one pleasant surprise. I was playing a ton of racing tracks that were not real world racing tracks. That was kind of a plus. But it's just weak everywhere. It's really not terrible. I'm overselling it being terrible. It's okay. It's a 5 out of 10. It's just, not the game it wanted to be.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. GT Sport is awesome.
Yep, now I gotta play Project Cars 2 and Gear Club.
And Gear Club.
We'll see how those are.
And in the meantime, like and subscribe to the channel. And in the comment section below, let us know which real racing simulator is your personal favorite.
Tell us.
I think a lot of people are going to throw Shift up there. Need for Speed Shift.
Shift was pretty good. Alright.
And what was the series prior to Forza?
Project Gotham
Project
Racing.
Gotham, yeah. PGR.
Yeah, that was actually really good too.
PGR, yep. Those are my bets.
Alright.
Or, of course, the number one racing sim of all time, Ridge Racer!
Oh, man. Alright. Thanks, guys.